All right, welcome everyone to today's live stream. Hope you're doing great. Monday, February 23rd, 2026. And we've got a very volatile market, a down market. We have the Dow off over 800 points currently. We've got the NASDAQ down over 1%, S&P 500 down, crude dropping a bit. Silver, precious metals, really on a run today. Nice to see. A lot of the earnings were out last week for these big miners, the major miners, as well as some of the other smaller miners, and they were fantastic. Now, all of a sudden, we're starting to see an uptick in price targets. First Majestics was double digits on a 22% price target hike. So finally, all of these firms are coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, we think these stocks are going higher." Surprise, surprise, and it's really starting to impact the price of these stocks. And it's no surprise to us. We've been talking about this for a while, and it really seems like the shorts, the institutions, the bankers went ahead and although I noticed Deutsche Bank this morning posted, I don't know if this is true or not, but that they closed all of their short contracts, institutional short contracts out on silver. So we'll have to verify that, but if that is the case, that is a really good sign that we know the market's going higher. Shanghai Exchange starts trading this week. Tonight will be the first trading instance for the precious metals, and that's going to give another positive spin on these prices as well. So there's a lot to look forward to with these precious metals and everything that's going on. And, we're just going to have to keep a close eye on this. Speaking of close eye, we have earnings coming out this week. And just want to make sure, yeah, I'm live streaming here. We've got earnings coming out, and they're going to be fantastic. Well, fingers crossed, right? NVIDIA's on Wednesday after market hours. We're going to have to watch very closely. This is a big tech week for earnings. We need to carefully weigh these earnings. Some more energy stocks posting this week, but also retail. We've got Home Depot Tuesday before the market opens. That's tomorrow. We've got, like I mentioned, NVIDIA on Wednesday. NVIDIA's always been the big iconic earnings company to watch. We've got some more technology stocks, bank stocks, so kind of a smattering across the board. D-Wave on Thursday before market opens. We've got to really start to see some pickup. SoundHound, a lot of these stocks have been absolutely bashed, 50% lower prices. Most recently, CoreWeave has taken a beating. That seems to have a little bit of a comeback here. But, don't get discouraged. That's what I just want to say to everyone. We're going to continue to see the volatility. But as you know, when you follow these stocks, it can be something as simple as, something as simple and as complex as a positive earnings report can really start getting the momentum going back in these stocks. These were heavily shorted stocks late last year, and we've seen that impact in the stock price. So really keep an eye on the earnings. And I think that my gut tells me that we're pretty close to the bottom here with a lot of these tech stocks. There's, AI is the play. It hasn't gone away. There's been a narrative around AI that it was in a bubble and it allowed the institutions and banks to short these stocks. And now they're able to, once they start covering those shorts, you're going to see a bump up in price. That's my opinion, not investment advice, but nevertheless, my opinion on this. I look, I've made no, uh, I made a huge mention that one of my favorite mining stocks is First Majestic. And the earnings were just huge. They had reported a blowout fourth quarter, raking in 463.9 million in revenue and turning out an adjusted earnings per share of 30 cents. Alongside the numbers, a cash dividend was announced to shareholders on record February 27th, payment around March 16th. And this is a really big deal. Wall Street could no longer continue to badmouth the mining stocks. Wall Street did everything they could to keep these prices low in these companies, and now the cat's out of the bag. They cannot continue to suppress the prices in the precious metals as well as in these mining stocks. So you're going to start to see more and more interest in these mining stocks. You're going to start to see more purchasing in these mining stocks, and it's going to drive the price up. First Majestic today hit $29.50 a share. That was an all-time high for First Majestic. And now it did pull back from the high, but sitting at 28.51, up about 3.5%. We have a 4-star rating on the stock, which is a buy rating. And, we're just really starting to see some big moves in these precious metal mining stocks. And you're going to continue to see that. So just want to make an announcement. We've been open streaming with this stream, which is meant to be for our Sterling Stock Picker subscribers. So starting next week, you will not be able to access the streams outside of Sterling Stock Picker. I just want to make mention of that because it's always been designed to benefit our subscribers, really give value to people who value us and subscribe with us. So we are grateful. Thank you to all of our subscribers. And we want to continue to bring you tremendous value as we move forward, and we will do so. So just a heads up, if you're liking these streams and you don't actually have a membership to our Sterling Stock Picker, now would be the time to consider joining our platform, and you can tune into these weekly streams and continue to get our updates. Thanks very much. Have a great week. I'll see you next